As someone who has first got started with freelance video editing over 6 years ago at this point, there's a lot of things I wish I could have done differently that would have allowed me to get to the point where I was full-time with it a lot quicker. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly step by step what I would do if I was starting out from completely scratch today and wanting to get to a point where I can earn full-time living from my freelance video editing as soon as humanly possible. So hope you're going to enjoy it, and let's get right into it. Now, the first step that I would take is I would actually choose a niche. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Vince, I've heard this all the time, but let me explain to you why I would actually do it. And the reason why is because there is a bunch of different type of videos that you could be editing. You could be doing documentaries, vlogs, finance videos, VSLs, weddings, whatever it is, right? So many different directions that you can go in as an editor. And the problem is that if you're a generalist and you just work with all type of different clients, then you will never become that one go-to person for a certain style of video. Whereas if you just specialize in on one specific type of editing, and even you specialize in one platform, let's say you go into YouTube and you're only working with people in the fitness space, let's say, or whatever it is, like educational channels, then you can actually get really good at the certain style that is required. I mean, for example, if we just went into the fitness one, you could learn also how to do these 3D models of the muscles and do these amazing explanatory animations, and you could really stand out from everybody else who is just a general video editor. So that's the reason why that's the first thing I would do, is I would choose one type of niche and one type of video that I would really get good at, is because you can do that very quickly if you just focus in on that. Whereas if you're trying to get good at everything from vlogs to documentaries to finance videos, all that stuff at the same time, you're not only not going to be the best at any of them, but it will also take you way longer to do. Then the second thing I would do once I know what space I want to be in is I would find the top creators in that space, right? All the people who everybody else who is in that niche is looking up to and trying to be like. And then after that, what I would do as step 3 is I would analyze their edits. What kind of cuts do they use? What kind of transitions do they use? What kind of music do they use? How is the pacing of their videos? What kind of thumbnails they use, right? What kind of B-roll do they have? How do they color grade their videos? Everything. I would break it down and just study the best videos, the best performing videos from all the top channels. And that will allow you to get a deep understanding of what is desired and what is working in that specific niche. And I would learn all those techniques that you found that way. And then you could later on go ahead and use them in your own edits as well. So the fourth step would be exactly that. It would be recreating their edits on raw footage. And if you're wondering where you can get raw footage from, there's a lot of places you can go about it. For example, you could even go on some of these YouTubers' older videos, and you might be able to find some just raw kind of videos there that you could re-edit in their new style, for example, to practice and also build up a bit of a portfolio for yourself. So again, the reason I would recreate these same kind of edits that other people have done literally one-to-one is because that's going to teach you the exact skill sets. And the saying is so true that good artists, they steal from 50 different people, right? And this is from a book called Steal Like an Artist that I've read like years and years ago. And really, that's the best thing you can do. If you can just, basically take a small element from like 10 to whatever, even 20 or 30 different people, and then you learn those skill sets, you become really good at them, then you're going to be then later on able to put them together, and you will actually create your own style. But nobody is born out of the womb with their own creative editing style. So if you want to become one of the greats, what you need to do first is learn all the techniques that are out there. Try to kind of recreate what other great editors are doing. You will learn all the techniques, and then you will be able to implement them in your own edits as well. Then step number 5 that I would do is I would get feedback on these edits. So you want to join some editing groups, whether that be paid if you can afford it, like videoeditors.io, link in description, or even just free Discord groups, right? Whatever it is that you can do right now, you want to make sure that you are getting outside constructive criticism on your work. Because the thing is, as an editor, especially if you work on a video for 10 plus hours, let's say, you will have a lot of blind spots. You will not be able to tell all the things that are wrong in your edit. You will not notice the little small things. And if you can get your work in front of more experienced editors who you can get feedback from, then you are going to be able to improve a lot quicker, because the shorter the feedback loop is between you making something and getting criticism on it, and being able to implement those things for the next video, the more frequently that happens, the faster you will be improving. Now, the sixth step that I would do is I would create like 3 to 5 really solid pieces of work in that certain style that your niche wants. And that's how I would get started with outreach. Once you actually have a bit of a portfolio for yourself, some actual work that you can show that is high quality. Because if you are going to try to get clients and land deals with no portfolio, no proof of concept, nothing, you're just going to be basically wasting your time. So you need to make sure that your skills are already good enough so that people would see that they are good, right? And they would trust you enough based on that to actually give you money and work with you together. And then last but not least, once you have these few example videos, which are absolutely killer, then I would really focus on learning the business side of things as well. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is learning how to create great offers, how to actually sell on calls, how to actually negotiate with people, how to handle objections, how to put together a good landing page, how to reach out to people in a way where they will respond to you, how to get them on a call, and so on. There is a lot that goes into it, and I already made videos on a lot of these topics on my channel as well. So if you're interested, make sure to check them out. I have a bunch of free material for completely free on my channel. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. And if I had this clearly laid out path in front of me when I was just starting out, I can tell you that my progress would have been definitely a lot faster. So I hope you found this valuable. Now, if you are someone who wants a little bit more than this, who wants to go a bit more into the details as well, and you are already someone who is an experienced editor and you really mainly need just help with the later parts that I was talking about in this video, which are the business side of things, like building out your portfolio, getting good at sales, and so on, or you are potentially a very advanced video editor who's already full-time and wants to build a creative agency from here and scale up the business, then click the first link in the description below where you are able to book in a call with my team where we will see and assess your situation, where you're at with everything, and whether any of our products could help you get to that next level. But if that's not for you right now, that's totally cool as well. I have a lot of free content coming out on the channel in the future as well, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed this one.